what impact on market cap do you see that could be tied to sustainability initiatives within a business? So Bob, I'll start with you on Logicalis, if that's okay.
Well, look, hopefully we've demonstrated through the course of this webinar that it's a no-brainer. I outlined earlier the topics of saving money, and Anthony went on to talk about recruiting the best employees and appealing to more customers. How could this not result in improved business performance and therefore improved valuations? But if you don't believe myself and Anthony on this topic, there have been numerous studies in the marketplace, and the viewers could easily validate this with a quick Google search by the likes of Ernst & Young, Bain, McKinsey, and so on. One study that I recall from McKinsey, I think it was, which was called, something like revenue growth is good, profitable growth is better, but profitable growth that advances sustainability is best. Something like that was the title of the whole thing. You do a Google search on that. That study analysed performance of a couple of thousand companies and concluded that market multiples are best for those companies that embrace ESG. So that would be my answer to that. The impact of market cap is obvious. It's a no-brainer, but there are external validations of that beyond what Anthony and I have mentioned on this webinar.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bob. And Anthony, anything from you to close out? Any observations?
Well, I'll touch on that question because I think it's crucial to the whole debate, really. You know, we can't really expect leaders of organizations to do this if it reduced the value of their organization. So look, there are lots of ways to value a business, but the most simplistic view is kind of earnings times multiple, right? And what we've seen across some of our clients on this journey is that, you know, through leading with sustainability, you can actually influence both. So you can increase profitability even at a gross profit level. So we have a customer who's been very open and talked about a sort of 3% increase across all of their business from a gross profitability point of view. You know, Bob, you talked about cost savings, which obviously reduce, you know, fixed cost below the line, which means you're ultimately ending up with higher earnings, right? And on the multiple side, you know, as you said, McKinsey talk about it at a macro level. But at a most tangible level, what drives multiples? It's the belief of future growth, of future earnings.